welcome back. We are on Omega, the sort of lawless terminus systems equivalent of the Citadel. Except it looks a lot less nice. Apparently we can talk to Miranda about it.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
I think Omega was actually first seen in the Mass Effect Ascension novel. Well, seen. You could read about it, I suppose. It is apparently not a very nice place to live. It's ruled by gangs of mercenaries, mainly the Blue Suns and the Blood Pack, and the Eclipse, which we'll have to deal with in this game quite a lot, in fact. There's no actual law enforcement, and if you can't look after yourself, you'd better not go there. So, shouldn't be a problem for us. After all, I'm carrying a grenade launcher on my back. Anything down this way? Nope. Just a Batarian wearing a Blue Suns uniform. Seems that this place here, Afterlife, is where all the action is. It's also where Arya is, who apparently wants to talk to us. So I guess we should oblige her. Might be a good source of information anyway. They're just chilling on the back of this truck here. I guess she's his girlfriend or something? I don't know. This game kind of goes nuts with Asari and alien combinations. We didn't really see any in the previous game, except for Shepard and Liara, obviously. But we'll be seeing quite a lot of them. Let's go check out this club. I'm guessing they have Asari dancers, based on that display.
Come on, let me in.
It seems there is a queue.
Ari's expecting me. Ugh.
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside.
Seems getting in here is not easy for regular
You've
folk.
let 10 people in while I've been standing here.
Uncaring. They were VIPs.
This goes on for a bit.
Can you even see me over here?
He's been talking to you, so I'd say yes.
Don't you know who I am?
Matter of factly. No. Get in line.
Interesting using an Elcor as a bouncer.
Look, I'll pay you. I'm prepared to offer you 50 credits.
With apparent interest. Double it.
Okay, 100 credits.
Amused. Double it.
200 credits?
Assertively. No. Get back in line.
Denied.
I've had enough of this. Let me inside or I'll smash that smelly ass you call a face.
With barely constrained menace. Try it.
Whatever. I don't want to go in there anyway.
Sure, that's why you're in line, and why you will be in line for the rest of the game. Anyway, Arya is actually expecting us, so it should be no problem for us to get inside.
Go on in. Arya's expecting you.
Who's this guy? Kylan?
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
That was random. I don't think we'll ever see him again, but anyway. What with all the flames? Which kind of afterlife are they going for here? Heaven or hell? Actually, this club is also described in the novels, and I think the idea is that they have different levels with different themes of different kinds of afterlife. So there's a hell level, a heaven level, and whatever alien afterlives there might be. And apparently any kind of pleasure you want, you can find here somewhere. That's not why we're here, though. Yep, Asari dancers. Why am I reminded of Flux? Because it looks like Flux, obviously. Strangely, you can't actually get to these upper bits. I don't know how you would normally get there. On this side is a Merc Recruiter, but that has to do with the Archangel dossier. For the time being, we're gonna leave that alone because I want to get the Professor first. On this side is a bartender. Let's get a drink. This is also a very loose definition of talk, by the way. I'm not going to bother with this at this moment. One of the fun things is that if you keep drinking, you will actually get drunk and the screen will start swaying. We'll see that in other parts of the game. There's a couple of places where drinking has other interesting side effects, where it's more interesting to do than just here. Hey, a bottle of brandy. Sarah's ice brandy, perhaps? It is! Well, that's an easy assignment, then. We already got Chakos's brandy. What the hell are they talking about? There's a door going down to the lower levels, but Arya is apparently up there. I somehow managed to get her selected, but not entirely sure if that's useful. We'll go and see her first. She seems to fancy herself the boss around here. So let's humor her.
You want to talk? Talk to Arya.
Okay. There she is, the pirate queen herself.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
So, no renegade sex with you then? Unlike the consort?
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
She seems to have a flair for the
So,
dramatic.
what can I do for you?
Well, let's investigate some stuff first.
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
Okay. Forget I asked.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Okay. Well, let's see what she knows about Archangel and Mordin. Start with Mordin.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be some collection quest or something I can do to convince them to let me in. That's usually how these things work, after all.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
People don't like him?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Sounds like we're recruiting Batman here.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
Okay.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
We can deal with some mercs.
Sounds like I don't have much time to waste.
You've got all the time in the world. Archangel? Not so much.
Alright. So we kind of know what to do for both Mordin and Archangel. I keep wanting to hit J to open the journal, but that doesn't work anymore. So we need to either join the mercs for Archangel or go to the quarantine zone for Mordin, which is where we'll be going first after we finish looking around. Oh, I got a mission for Zaid, which is the thing that he told us about when we saw him. And of course I got the Sarah's Ice Brandy, which I just need to deliver to Dr. Chakras. Oh, we can also find the FBA couplings and special ingredients here. Then that'll be those Normandy missions done with. Except, of course, that we know the special ingredients are to be found on the Citadel. Probably not here. Alrighty. Let's check the rest of this club. He's even less talkative than his counterpart on the other side. We've already been to the bar. So let's go to the lower level. See, it says here, 2 lower level. Helena Blake? What's she up to? I told her to stay out of trouble. Let's see what's going on.
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember. You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Of course, the way this plays out depends on how you handled Helena in the previous game. If you were forced to kill her, she doesn't show up at all. I think if you don't import a Mass Effect 1 save game, none of these minor cameos show up either, because you wouldn't know who they are if you didn't play the previous game. And if you didn't have enough Renegade and Paragon points to persuade her to give up a life of crime, but also didn't want to kill her, then she'll still be here, but she'll say that she's true to her word and is still running the gang without resorting to slavery or whatever it was they were doing before. Another person who can show up here in Afterlife, by the way, is Fist, the former owner of Korra's Den on the Citadel. But Rex killed him, so we won't be seeing him.
2 years after a Geth attack nearly destroyed it, the colony of Zoo's Hope has announced plans for an expansion.
Zoo's Hope? That's on Pharaohs. Glad to hear they're doing well. Let's see, the lower level of Afterlife. And there's another bartender here. Well, let's try every bartender in the galaxy, shall we? Blue stuff. Oops. Blue stuff has betrayed me.
Say something, Commander.
What's going on here?
You ought to be all right. Just take her easy. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
I thought it was don't fuck with Arya. And I'd remembered if I broke that rule.
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
A Batarian who dislikes humans? How unusual.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking blood.
Well, I guess those synthetic implants that Cerberus gave us helped improve our constitution.
Duly noted. Let's get back to work.
Be careful out there.
Oh, we just missed. Trying to listen to the news. I think this is back to Afterlife, right? We missed a news report about Caden while we were talking, but I'm sure we'll hear it again. Well, let's go and confront that bartender. We actually got a assignment for that. Turn to the bartender and confront him. Because nobody poisons us and gets away with it.
Do I know you? No, humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house.
If you're playing Renegade, you can make him drink it, in which case he will die, of course. But we can turn the crown against him.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forvan.
You want a piece of me? I'll leave your corpse with a fortune.
Not taking any chances.
And this way he still dies. Only not by our hand, but by this Turian. Hey, we can dance apparently. Well, we can try. To say that Shepard can dance is a bit of an overstatement. Speaking of dancers, just like in Cora's Den, we can enjoy the view once again. With Jacob and Miranda standing there. That's not awkward at all. Looks like Miranda's also quite captivated by this dancer. Doing a sort of synchronous head movement thing, Miranda and Shepard. Apparently we can give a tip. I'm not sure if that actually costs credits, but I don't know. Well, that's enough of that. What would Liara think if she knew that we were sitting here looking at random dancers?
Bastard deserved what he got.
Indeed, he did. I agree with you there. Like I said, you can also try and dance. Which Shepard is about as good as I am in real life. Well, that was it. Interesting, isn't it?
I got a mate and a ship. I only brought one of them with me to Omega.
This is the first time we actually come across
This shit tastes like poison anyway.
someone like this who has continuing dialogue if you just keep
I've
going
had
back and
better
forth.
drinks in the back of a garbage scow.
He apparently also keeps talking if you just stay in the same place. Not everyone does, I think.
Archangel drove my buddy out of business.
Oh, you know Archangel? We got business with him.
Keep moving, pal.
At least some people in this game actually react to the fact that you're
I got a mate and a ship.
just standing there overhearing them. He's repeating himself now. Another Blue Suns merc. The armor is quite recognizable. Having a drink with his date, I suppose. Quite a few Blue Suns in here, actually. Libertarians, they're not causing trouble, so I don't care. Kinda wonder how they get up to that bit on the top. They climb over it or something? We'll never know.
This shit tastes like
Right. Well, we just came from there when we recovered from the poison. So let's see what's down here. Small room.
Don't act like you know. Just plan for the funeral normally. During the service, someone will want to set up a meeting. He's in on it with whoever killed your family. You tear off a few of his fingers, you'll find out who did this to him.
A Krogan giving
You
advice,
will
it
have to
seems.
come to me. I can talk to Arya for you myself.
bullshit.
A skeptic. Ha! I'll get them to lower the payments. You can't keep taking your money if your business goes under. And you will owe me a favor.
It seems that he knows
When
Arya.
I took this station from the Turian who controlled it, I ate his heart and wore his skull on my armor. Intimidation, ritual, whatever you want to call it. I'm a very simple Krogan, and long words bother me. Now I sit in Arya's bar and drink the most expensive liquor she has. Asari honeymead. They make it out at an Ardat Yakshi monastery, where they keep bees, crazy blue women.
I wonder if that will be
I
relevant.
remember back before the Genophage. Oh, it was a glorious time. I remember the hordes. Thousands and thousands of Krogan swarming over our enemies. We were unstoppable. I remember seeing the young rising in the pools. The next generations of warriors picking up their first weapons to murder their weaker siblings.
Are you really that old?
It wouldn't be as interesting a story if it wasn't.
That's like 1500 years ago. But then again,
Don't send Batarians. Buy her as a human. You can't use Batarians to shake more money out of humans. Too much bad blood. Someone always gets gutted. Send one of your Solarians instead. It's safer.
then again, Rex also seems to be about that old, so...
Don't act like you know. Just plan for the funeral.
Okay, he
normally.
seems to be repeating himself now.
You said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Arya's Patriarch. What do you want?
What do you know about Arya?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Arya arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are ours now.
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
That's no way to live for a Krogan, I suppose.
I should be going.
He doesn't seem very happy about it, anyway. He's not doing anything about it either. More dancers.